What is up, investors? Jason here. So inflation currently is 9.1%. Yeah, that's the current report we just got, the CPI data for June. But actually, the month of July is a much different story because we already know the prices have already dropped a lot. I mean, I live in California. I was paying $7 a gallon at one point in the month of June, and now I'm paying around like $5.40. So there's been a big drop in inflation if you're going to compare it month to month. And I'm sure when they gave out the CPI data for the month of July, it's going to be a much different story. But anyways, let's just look at how the crypto market is reacting to this information. Let's look into what's currently going on in the market. So if you don't mind, real quick as we get to it, please do me a huge favor. Please be sure to smash this story, annihilate, or gently press that like button to help me out with the algorithm, help spread the content to more people that might find it interesting, and subscribe if you have not already. Now let's get to it. So real quick, this meme here from Bitcoin on Twitter where it says, when you get a 3% raise, but inflation is, and then the different examples, 5.4, 6.2, etc., and then 9.1, running out of space to write in a new amount there of what the rate of inflation is. And it really highlights how crazy things actually are, where we saw so many employers have to hand out raises to employees, and still, even after a massive pay increase to employees, it's still not enough, cannot keep up with inflation. So the economy at this moment, things are just really getting out of control, and it really does need to take a handle on it. And we're going to be seeing that the month of July. We already know things are really cooling down, especially when we look over at gas prices. Now, with the inflation for June at 9.1%, this puts inflation near a 41-year high. So the 12-month CPI that ended in June of 2022, the items that were up the most over the year were food with an increase of 10.4%, energy with an increase of 41.6%, and all items less than food and energy, 5.9%. So food and energy were the main things that saw major increases. But we really can't forget about the less food and energy category, where apparel is up 5.2%, new vehicles 11.4%, used cars and trucks 7.1%, medical care commodities 3.2%, alcohol beverages 4%, smoking products 7.9%, shelter 5.5%, transportation services 8.8%, and airline fares 34.1%. Now let's look over at coinmarketcap.com and look how the crypto market is reacting to this recent news on inflation. And actually, not surprising that a lot of what's actually gone on lately is already priced into the market. So we're not really seeing that much negativity over in the crypto market. Actually, we're really not seeing much of that at all. When we look over at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is actually in the green over these last 24 hours, as well as Ethereum. And the majority of all the top cryptocurrencies are. And we also hardly saw any sort of a drop within the price of NASDAQ, where, NASDAQ was only down 0.14%. And looking at Vanguard's total stock market ETF, the total stock market, according to this, is only down 0.44%. So nothing too catastrophic. Now, we also did not see the price of Bitcoin falling below $18,000, which is something that a lot of people were saying it was a possibility, but that's far from the case. Currently, the price of Bitcoin is moving upwards to go back to $20,000 this time. Bitcoin in the green. Who would have thought that Bitcoin would be in the green with all the fear that we've been hearing recently about what the CPI data is going to reflect? So, knowing that we're going to be seeing much lower numbers in the month of July when that data comes out, because we can already see it this month. It's actually noticeable this month in July. Then at some point, we'll probably see a dramatic change over in the market. Now, I'm sure the fear mongering is going to be going on for a while because, FUD attracts viewers. But at some point, that FUD is going to have a little bit more positivity. Now, I'm somebody that's very optimistic. I'm going to continue to be optimistic, and I'm not going to stop being optimistic. And if you like my channel and you like optimism, I'm your guy. But anyways, that's my view of the market right now, is I really don't see anything too catastrophic from this point. If we just got past the worst of it, then knowing that July is going to be a much better month when it comes to inflation, Who knows what is next in store with us, but I'm hoping that it's going to be a bit more green. But anyways, with that being said, I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions about what currently is going on in the market. What do you guys think about the CPI data? Do you guys think that we're just going to have a much better July like I'm thinking we are and seeing we are? I'd like to know. So that being said, please like, share, comment, subscribe. New content coming out all the time. I'll see you all in the next one coming very soon.